Reenactment of the Battle of Germantown, Slide 1-4. The Philadelphia campaign began on the 11th of September, 1777. British Army, under Sir William Howe, and revolutionary militias, led by General George Washington, battled earlier that year at Brandywine and Poundley. The city of Philadelphia, the self-proclaimed revolutionary capital of the United States of America, is left undefended. After several skirmishes and maneuvers, British took the city on the 26th of September. Almost 3,500 British soldiers were left in the city to defend it. After the seizure of the revolutionary capital, General Howe moved nearly 10,000 of his men 5 miles north to the Germantown township and Mount Airy. British troops were joined by General Wilhelm Knyphausen with Hessian Jaeger battalions. Highly skilled Hessians from South Germany were hired by the Brits as tactical enforcement. Winter is approaching and General George Washington has to make a decision. Slide 5, 6 and 7. Before dawn, on the 4th of October, the American Continental Army marches 16 miles. 4 columns move south alongside Germantown Pike for a surprise attack on the British.
For shame, light infantry, I never saw you retreat before. Form, form. General Howe yelled, it's only a scouting party.
The Americans advance much slower than expected. That morning a thick mist hangs over the area, resulting in even more confusion. The element of surprise doesn't work out as planned. Unlike the Redcoats, revolutionary soldiers had plain uniforms, or often none at all. Spain, France and the Dutch Republic had secretly supplied the revolutionary forces with arms and equipment. Slide 8-11. Out of range of enemy muskets, revolutionary troops load a light cannon, stationed across the road from Cliveden. The Revolutionary Army cuts off a small group of British men, led by Colonel Musgrave, from the main forces. Greatly outnumbered by the Americans, Colonel Musgrave ordered 6 companies of troops to barricade themselves inside the stone house of Chief Justice Benjamin Chew. 120 British Redcoats defend their barricaded position. More and more men close in. By now, the men inside the house are outnumbered by those surrounding them. Slide 12 and 13. Every year, in the first week of October, revolutionary Germantown reenacts the battle between the American revolutionaries and the British Army. Hundreds participate in this event, the reenactment that takes place on the grounds of Cliveden, Uppsala and alongside Germantown Avenue. Slide 14, 15 and 16. British Redcoats defend the main gate. Muskets were the weapon of choice for the infantry. It took a soldier several minutes to reload, aim and fire. Hessian Jaeger battalions, under General Knyphausen's command, stand guard at the gates, unaware of what's coming. Slide 17-21. Americans cross Germantown Avenue, then called the Great Road or Germantown Pike. The American revolutionary troops attack. Entering the gate, Americans gain access to the grounds of Cliveden. The militiamen moved up, towards the Chew House. Scottish Bear Hats, allies of the British, open fire as the Americans enter the grounds. Slide 22 and 23. On the day in fall, a thick fog filled the air. Fog, together with smoke of gunpowder, created limited visibility. slowing down the attack. Slide 24. Besides the muskets, the Americans had 3 small cannons, but the light cannon's effect seems harmless to the thick stone walls of the house. Slide 25-28. Americans surround the fortified Jew house. In those days, a rule in warfare, defenders were given one last chance to defeat their position. Lieutenant Colonel Smith carries the flag of truce. The barricaded British respond in an unexpected way. A shot is fired, hitting Lieutenant Colonel Smith. He would die from his wounds several days later. The American militia respond in furious attacks. Slide 29-33. The battle would last most of the day. Even today, bullet marks of the battle are visible on the walls. In the confusion, a brigade, led by an intoxicated Brigadier General Adam Stephen, opened friendly fire on Brigadier General Wayne's brigade. Both brigades fled the scene. Confused and weakened by the battle, that day, General Washington's men launch a final but unsuccessful assault. Last attack on the Chew Mansion by the American militia. British infantrymen proved unbeatable as they barricaded themselves inside the thick stone walls of the house. Slide 34. Revolutionary men can't get access to the barricaded and fortified stone mansion. A Chew family member once told that, at a previous reenactment, some years ago, very enthusiastic players set the actual door on fire. Slide 35-40. Revolutionary men withdrew, leaving many casualties at the scene. 57 Americans were killed during the attacks of the Chew House. British and Hessian troops advance. Finally, British soldiers forced General Washington's men to withdraw. Wounded and dead soldiers are left on the battlegrounds. Of the 11,000 men General Washington led into battle, 152 were killed and 521 were wounded. 71 casualties and 448 wounded were counted on British side. Defeated, General Washington withdrew to Valley Forge to strengthen his forces and to prepare for the winter to come. That winter, the city of Philadelphia remained in British hands.